Good morning, everybody. I am here again. We are ready to do some more math work. Yesterday's assignment was the IXL assignment. Congratulations. So far, I feel like you guys have done a really good job. I forgot to mention in the video on the assignment, I wanted you to do a certain number of questions. I was hoping that you would be able to do 20 questions from each of those tabs, C3, C4, and C5. Okay, so your goal is to be able to do 25 questions, pardon me, is what Google Classroom says, 25 questions from each one of those tabs. Hopefully you'll be able to get those done, figure that out. Just pouring my coffee for this morning. If you haven't figured it out, the coffee is always a question, either on my math or science videos. Today's coffee is brought to you by the Little Gray Coffee Mug. Oh man, mornings are getting early. Today we're going to start off with an introduction to a new topic. I think you're actually going to like it. So this is our grade 8 level work, and we're starting with multiplying and dividing integers. And today we're going to learn just the rules. If you were in class, there was a time where I did review this in class before school was suspended. You may not have been there that day, so we're going to review the first part together. We're going to start straight up with multiplying, and there are some rules. And the rules are what you actually need to memorize, and you need to remember these as best as you can. I hope that picture is showing up really good. I also hope it's not writing backwards, but I feel like it's being written the right way. So the rules for multiplying integers, if the sign is the same, the answer is positive. Okay, so the same sign will result in a positive answer. So what that means is a positive multiplied by a positive, or a negative multiplied by a negative, will always equal a positive answer. Now, keep in mind, this is if we're talking about two integers, all right? If there's 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 integers, you still have to deal with them one at a time for right now. And then later on, we'll look at some tricks, and we'll look at some shortcuts. So for example, if you had -3 multiplied by -4, that may look familiar to you. -3 multiplied by -4. Both of these are negative. So right away, the first thing we want to do is we want to establish the sign of the answer. And since these are both negative, it's the same signed integers, our answer is going to be positive. And then it's a matter of just multiplying like normal. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. So that would be positive 12. The other way to get that, dealing with integers, is if they were just like regular numbers, regular whole numbers, +3 times +4. Here again, the integers both have the same sign. They're both positives, which means the answer would be positive. Okay, so that's the first rule. The second rule is the opposite. So if two integers have different signs, the answer is going to be negative. So when you had, let's say you have a negative multiplied by a positive, These signs are different, so the answer will be a negative value. And the order doesn't matter. I want to fit this all on one page so that you can maybe pause your video and look at it. So example B is that case, and the order doesn't matter. So let's say we had -3 multiplied by +4. So here we have a negative multiplied by a positive, different signs, which means our answer is going to be negative. That's the first thing we want to do, is establish the sign of the product. And don't forget, the answer to a multiplication question is called a product. And then 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, and again, the order doesn't matter. Maybe we'll mix something up here. We'll do a +5 multiplied by -3. So 5 groups of -3, 5 groups of -3 would give us -15 altogether. So we established the sign because a positive multiplied by a negative, the signs are different, therefore the answer will be negative. That is pretty much it. So there is an assignment on Google Classroom. That goes along with this. It's fairly straightforward, fairly repetitive. We're learning the mechanics of operations with integers this week, and we'll look at the models for multiplying tomorrow. So have a good day with this. It's a short, easy assignment, short, easy video. Don't forget, today's lesson was brought to you by my little gray Knob Creek coffee mug. Thanks a lot, guys. Have yourselves a great day. Stop recording.